Welcome back to Live on Lakeside. I'm Larry Macon Jr. And now it's time to reveal this week's Everyday Champion. Today I would like to introduce to you Ahmad McCoy. He started a new mentoring organization called Inner Light Creative. He mentors high school juniors and seniors on photography and graphic design. His goal is to bring out the creative side of these young people and teach them skills that they can turn into careers where they can make good money and work flexible hours. Welcome to the show, Ahmad.
How are you?
Good to have you,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Listen, man, you're an everyday champion. You're trying to work with some youth. Tell us a little bit about Inner Light Creative.
So Inner Light Creative is a program that I started that kind of addresses two issues that I run into every day, which is meeting students that have kind of like no plan for the future, and a smaller issue, but still important to parents, is they can't afford senior pictures.
Wow.
So that kind of addresses those two issues.
So how does Inner Light Creative help with that?
So Inner Light Creative is an after-school program that kind of dives into the beginning stages of photography. My goal is to kind of tap into the creative aspect of photography, because if I can tap into the creative aspect, it kind of wakes them up a little bit, like, hey, you know, I have this creative side of me, and it can lead anywhere. You know, it can lead to photography, it can lead to, you know, marketing, graphic design. It kind of led me to photography. So that's kind of my goal with this.
So why did you come about with this? Why did you start this? What was the catalyst for all of this?
I was actually one of those kids.
Wow.
So although I went to school, I went to school with the wrong plan.
Okay.
So it was either go to work 40 hours or go to school. So I went to school for architecture, and it didn't quite pan out that way. Mm-hmm. And so then I got into sales.
Wow.
And so I wasn't happy. I did well.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't happy, and I picked my camera back up, fell back in love with it, and now I'm here. So I always asked myself, what if I was on this path straight out of high school?
Right.
Where would I be now? So
right.
That's kind of like what I want to help these kids with.
So you found an entrepreneurship path. So it's not just about getting a job, it's also about being able to work for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Tell us how you're going to connect these kids to working for themselves.
So essentially, for me, I kind of started off on the side. Mm-hmm. You know, I go to work, and, you know, I do family portraits. On the end, I do some graphic design stuff. I have worked with a couple of students now that actually do their friends' senior photos.
Wow.
So it kind of gives them a way to make some extra money on the side, even if they, you know, go to school for something else. So I just kind of want to give them options, introduce them to different avenues.
Wow, that's awesome. So just tell us very quickly, how can the kids get involved, and then how can they find you?
So I actually am working with a couple of different schools. So I go and talk to these schools. They sign up for the program, mm-hmm. And they come to the program, and there's a 8-week curriculum mm-hmm. That dives into the beginning stages of photography. Mm-hmm. If they complete that curriculum, mm-hmm. then they get their senior photos for free. So
okay.
that kind of helps their parents out.
Gotcha. So how can we find you?
I am on social media at McCoy Multimedia. My website is McCoyMultimedia.com, and there's an Inner Light Creative link on there as well.
Listen, Ahmad, I've seen your work. I've worked with you many times.
Yes,
and I
sir.
want to tell you, you do a great job.
I appreciate it.
And this is great that you're sharing your passion with other youth. So you're today's everyday champion. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I want to thank you, the faithful Live on Lakeside and Everyday Champion viewers, for tuning in. But before I go, here's your tip of the week. Keep sharpening your skills. You know, every day I see people who are stuck in a rut doing the same things over and over again, expecting the same results. And you know what? They never grow, simply because they aren't sharpening their skills. Never forget this. You have to constantly strive to learn and grow every single day in order to reach your full potential. You know, a wise man once said, when you stop growing, you stop living. So ask yourself, what am I doing in this season of my life to stretch myself and make myself better? How am I improving my skills? So don't get trapped in thinking that good enough is simply good enough. You were made to be better than average. So think of today as a new day with a new height to climb. So take a class or find a mentor that will help you get better at what you do. Remember, when you work on these type of things, you'll experience growth and increase. Well, that's my message for you this week. And I'm glad that you tuned in to see who's doing some great things in our community. Remember to visit my website at LarryMaconJr.com or add me on Facebook and Instagram, as I post daily inspiration to help you throughout your day. I speak every week, and you can find out where by going to mzov.org. Be sure to contact me and let me know who you think should be next week's Everyday Champion. There's good people doing some great things, and I'm glad I get to share that with you every single week. We're live on Lakeside, and we'll be right back.